And we are live. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the HackSmarter Twitch channel or my YouTube page if you're watching this after the fact. My name is Tyler. I get to be your host for our hacking marathon this evening. Special shout out to all of you joining me on Twitch. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, I like you as well, but I like the people on Twitch a little bit more. It's just fun to interact and to work through these things together. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I stream sporadically on Twitch at least, usually a couple times a week, right around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the evening Central Time. Really depends what I have going on that night. It is about 9:30 p.m. Central Time now, and I am ready to do some hacking. Let me put on my black hoodie, because you can't hack without a black hoodie on. I do have a Mr. Robot mask somewhere around here. I don't know where it's at, but I can't really see it when I have that on, so we're not going to put that on. Sometimes it's fun to put that on when you pop a shell, just so you feel like a real hacker. But what we are going to do this evening, I will share my screen. I am back to Kali Linux for this stream, just to keep changing up on you guys. Make sure my numlock stops appearing at the top of the screen. What we are going to do is we're going to pick a random box on HackTheBox and just see how we do. Now, we do have to go with a retired machine. I actually reached out to HackTheBox to clarify, and you are not allowed to stream active boxes, which honestly makes sense with the way their point system works. So we are not going to do an active box. We are going to do a retired box. And I believe you have to have a subscription to HackTheBox to be able to do the retired boxes. So if you do not have a subscription, I apologize ahead of time. You can just follow along. I'm actually going to switch over to my face cam as I log in. Oh, it doesn't feel like logging me in. 1 second. It's slowly logging us in. All right, there we go. I think we got it. I'll switch back to sharing my screen. You know, it would be kind of fun to do one of those competitions as well, like the battleground stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. I'd have no idea how to do it. We are now in beta access mode phase 3. For the time being, access to HackTheBox Battlegrounds is granted to free users, 2 matches per month, VIP, 5 matches per month. Maybe we'll do this on stream sometime. We'll try one of these competitions, but not tonight. We're just going to do a regular classic HackTheBox machine. So we'll go over to here. We cannot do active machines like I shared before on stream. And I should also share, for those of you, if this is your first time on my Twitch channel, your first time watching me on YouTube, I do not prep this ahead of time. So I know there's a lot of really helpful walkthroughs on YouTube where a content creator just really walks you through how to solve a box, the really short path. I share all of it. So you can watch me stumble. You can watch me make mistakes. You can watch me punch my microphone out of frustration. And my hope is that as you watch my methodology, and you can learn from my mistakes, and hopefully it makes you a better hacker as well. And my hope for me is those of you joining me on Twitch, when you see me doing something silly or inefficient, please call me out. What I've noticed, I don't know if any of you live stream, but when you have a camera on, when you're talking and when you're trying to hack at the same time, you miss really obvious stuff and you make really silly mistakes. So I assure you I'm going to do that ahead of time, and I just ask when I do, call me out, and we'll see what we can learn together. We are going to sort this thing by difficulty because, I don't know if any of you guys have done machines on HackTheBox. Their easy machines are not easy. Like, they are not your standard, PrivAsk, or even to get the initial shell. The easy machines are difficult, like more difficult than anything I experienced when I was doing OSCP training. Most of these easy machines are. They're not easy, is what I'm trying to say. I tried to sort by difficulty, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't go medium, easy, and insane. Let's try this again. Sort by user difficulty. Okay. Well, I unchecked it. Okay, let's try it again. Sort by user difficulty. There. No, okay, it's still broken. So we'll just pick an easy machine that we see. We're not going to do insane. We're not going to do hard. Apparently, we're going to go through a few pages till we find a cool one. Come on, HackTheBox. I believe in you. Don't fail me on stream. Look at that. Sort by user difficulty. Well, it's not working. You guys' parameters aren't working because this is not being sorted by user. Okay, I'm in all insane boxes. What is going on here? Can I put just like easy boxes? Yeah, that's all I want. I'm not cool enough hacker to do the insane boxes. Maybe this will work. Difficulty easy. And you will notice when we do this, they really aren't easy. At least not my definition of easy. Okay, Shopee, looks like I did it. Squashed, I did it. Oh, and those are free boxes. I think Shopee's an active box, isn't it? It was. Maybe it just recently was taken out of rotation. Okay, we have a few of these. Like, even if you notice this, guys, so you can see the user difficulty here. This is rated easy, but most people are calling it medium. I'm just curious, these different machines. I don't even know how many machines HackTheBox has on, but obviously it's a bunch. All right, we're just going to pick one. I'm sick of waiting for it to load. All right. Any machines stand out to you guys? Any ones you guys want to do? Let's do secret. Has a good rating, 4.4. We have some medium vote, some not too easy, and some easy. That's my favorite rating right there. Let's click secret. And with these machines, they all have walkthroughs. And if you just Google them, you'll be able to see a walkthrough. But I ask you, if you're doing this with me, please don't look at the walkthroughs. Let's see if we can do this on our own without looking at a walkthrough. And if we get stuck, we'll look at a walkthrough. But please don't look at a walkthrough, or at least don't post like the steps in the chat based on a walkthrough. If you find the steps on your own and I'm stuck, I'm happy to receive your help. But we'll look at a walkthrough only when we are truly stuck. Trav Secure said, I saw your YouTube video on passing OSCP and love that you use OneNote as your note-taking app. Thank you, my friend. Although we're going to change it up tonight. We are going to use Cherry Tree only because I'm going to keep everything in this Linux VM that I'm on. But yes, I normally use OneNote for all my notes. Let's go ahead and spawn our machine. And while we spawn our machine, let's get stuff set up in our terminal like real hackers. We'll go to downloads. Oh, shoot. Do I not even have the VPN file? We need to get our VPN file, too. Demonic Incarnate. Is there a list of all the machines you've done? Kind of in my OneNote there is. But I'm not going to pull up my OneNote right now. I've done quite a few, but I've done a large mix between HackTheBox, Try Hack Me, and then I did a lot of Proving Grounds practice when I was prepping for the OSCP. But let's go ahead and grab our VPN file here. I thought I had it on this VM, but apparently I don't. Okay. Oh, yeah. Was it there? Oh, that's what lab is. I was thinking that was Academy. I'm silly. Sudo open VPN. We'll just make sure we get the most recent one like that. Type in my super secure password. And we are connected. Let's see. I've had some issues with HackTheBox just as far as getting the actual machine to work. Let's see if we can ping it. Okay, good. We are off to a good start. We have connection to the IP. And the first thing we're going to do is let's add this to our Etsy host file. And then we'll get some of our notes set up as well. This is just so we don't have to remember the IP. So it's secret.hackthebox like that. We'll save that. Let's try to ping. There we go. And Lucifer Morningstar 666. you have a very dark name. Oh, and so does Demonic Incarnate. Gosh, we're being raided by the dark side. Have you tried using ChatGPT? Yes, actually, I've used it in my job as a penetration tester. Maybe we'll use ChatGPT as we work through it. If we get stuck or if we have questions, let's try to ask ChatGPT. Matter of fact, I'm going to get the AI pulled up on my other screen. I know often it's down just because there's so many people using it. Oh, I have connection to it. So we have ChatGPT up on one screen. I'll pull him over if we need his help. We have it added to our Etsy host file. Just a few more things. Actually, let's start our Nmap scan and then we'll do the rest of the prep. A few things I like to do because I like to keep stuff organized is name my tab. So that's our VPN. And then this is going to be Nmap. So the way I do this, there's not really a right way or a wrong way. I like to do nmap-p-, which means scan all the ports, and then we'll throw our IP in there and -v for verbose mode. That's just see if there's any weird ports, and then we'll scan individual ports for service enumeration and things like that. But let's go ahead and open up a new terminal and CD into HackTheBox. We'll make a directory for secret. We'll CD over to secret like that, and then we'll open up Cherry Tree. In this tab, can I do that? Will that work? Oh, it's still going to give us some command output. We have HackTheBox here, but nothing in it. Can I just rename this? I normally don't use Cherry Tree. I used it in the last video. I kind of like it, but I usually use OneNote. And as like a lot of you know if you've seen my notes, but we are going to give Cherry Tree a shot. So we will call this secret, and we'll just say it's HackTheBox. This will kind of be our README file. And does this add a child note? So yeah, that's what we'll do. But first we'll get our in-map scan results. Then we'll make separate nodes for each one of our services. And we'll kind of copy and paste in screenshots and exploitation stuff as we enumerate the different services. And looks like that's going to still give us input. So we'll just call this Cherry Tree, and we'll hide him back here. So on InMap so far, we have port 80, which is going to be a web server, port 22, which is going to be SSH, and port 3000, which is going to be something interesting. Looking over at the chat, XY Rasa no Tmux. Yep, I'm not lead enough to use that. I'm just so used to this original Kali. When I have too many terminals pulled up in front of me, it makes my brain hurt. Lucifer Morningstar said, I had to make a vulnerability scanner for my college project. ChatGPT wrote the entire code with proper comments and stuff. Dude, that's amazing. Use Control-N and Control-Shift-N. Oh, I see. Is that in Cherry Tree? Is that the shortcuts, I bet, is what you're telling me? Let's see. Control, yeah, there it is. Add subnode. Shift, Control-N, and Control-N. Oh, perfect. Short keys. Love it. Hey, Amoeba Man, do you usually use Cherry Tree when you hack stuff? And Ross said the comments in chat GPT make it so helpful even when code wrong. That's true. It's a better coder than I am, I can tell you that. Okay, these may, looks like we're losing some stuff. I'm guessing these are going to be our only ports that are open. So let's go ahead and do a targeted scan on those while that's still runs. So we have InMap 22, 80, 3000. We'll do capital A, which means aggressive scan for enumeration, secret.hackthebox, and -V for verbose mode. And let's see what we can see. We already know those ports are open. And then I'll kind of show you guys my note-taking process as we see what is available. Okay, pretty simple stuff. So we have Node.js, maybe some type of API type stuff, dumb docs in Jinx 1.18. So anyways, here's what I do. I copy this, open up Cherry Tree, and in our primary node, I like to just paste our results here. We'll space them out to make them look a little bit neater. And then if I copy this, and what was it, Control-Shift-N? There we go. We're gonna call this SSH. Like that, and then we'll specify the port just for fun. And if we hit OK, there we go. We can copy that in. We'll do the same with port 80. And then from here, we'll do HTTP 80 like that. Okay, boom. And then finally, this port 3000, which also is HTTP, but Node.js. So maybe some API type stuff. I'm not sure. It has the same title though. I don't know. Interesting. We'll find out. Control-Shift-N. And we'll also call this HTTP, and we'll say 3000. Like that. And paste that in there, glancing over at the chat. Amoeba Man said, my entire note database is Cherry Tree. Love it and can encrypt it. Yeah, you can encrypt it. I noticed that when I saved it. I really do like Cherry Tree. It's very similar to OneNote, and I like just this thing, right? The structure, the file structure. Combined with Control-Shift-Print screen for quick screenshots is magical for note-taking during threat modeling sessions. And Overgrown Carrot, what up, Overgrown Carrot? Said, I love Cherry Tree. Well, this is only my second time using Cherry Tree. So just like Amoeba Man shared, if you guys have any cool hints for me as we work our way through this, I would love to know what they are. But this is how I enumerate. So I'll do my best to try to explain things for those of you who might be brand new to this and you're just watching this video to learn a little more about HackTheBox and how hacking, ethical hacking works. Usually when you see SSH, you can look for vulnerabilities, but you're probably not going to find anything. SSH is going to be something we use once we have creds. We can use SSH to access an account. So once we find creds, SSH comes into play, but until we have creds, you're probably not going to be able to get much out of SSH. HTTP, on the other hand, is always a good place to start. And here are my enumeration steps when I'm doing HTTP. So I always like to write out a to-do list because it's easy to get stuck in a rabbit hole, and then you kind of forget what else do I need to do. So there's a few things I always do. I'll use something like Derby or Dirbuster for directory busting, or directory, we'll just say directory enumeration. I think that's a better word for that. So we'll use Derby for that. We'll use Nikto for basic vuln scan of the web server. We'll use something like FFUF, because I like to say it, for checking for vhost. So that's more than one web server off the same IP. It might be like a subdomain or something like that. So we'll check for vhosts and subdomains with FFUF. We will navigate, browse the website, just use it like a typical user does, see what it's like to use it. We will check the source code. For comments, we'll check things like robots.txt or sitemap.xml, which some of those other scans will find those things. And so that's my basic enumeration when I first get into it. So knowing that, let's go ahead and kick off some of those scans. So we can use this. Is this IMAP done? Did it find anything else? No, it didn't. Okay, perfect. So let's just do a very basic Derby scan like that. And then we'll name this Derby, and we'll do Nikto-H secret.HackTheBox, and we'll have to use this on port 80 and port 3000, but first we'll enumerate port 80, and then we'll rerun these scans for port 3000 depending on how things are looking. We'll call that Nikto, and then I forget the syntax for FFUF. I'm actually going to pull up my OneNote. I'm going to not share my OneNote, though. I need to make sure it's not on like my OSCP tab and have offset get mad at me. So, okay, it is not. It is on the correct one. So I'll show you guys what my OneNote looks like real quick. Here we go. So here's all my boxes I've worked on. You can see different hacking guides, things like that I have in here. What we are looking for is actually from a box that I did. Was it this one? Is this where I use FFUF? I just always forget the syntax, and I apologize if you guys haven't done some of these boxes. Here's the syntax I'm looking for. So we will go ahead and grab this, and then we'll go back to our Kali machine, and we'll paste this in here. We just need to change a few things. Looks like I lost Twitch on my other screen. One second, make you guys pull back up. There we go. Secret, and I'll glance at the chat in just a second. I try to have a good balance between hacking and looking at chat, and it's a hard thing to balance. So it's going to tell us everything's available. So you'll notice the size 12782. So then I think it's FS, and we'll do 12872 to filter for that. And now we'll only find things that are legit. FFUF. Did I hit everything on our to-do list? Derby, Nikto, FFUF. Now we're going to go to the website. Okay, I'm going to glance at the chat. Let's see. Oh, you guys have been chatting a lot. Awesome. Just see if there's anything interesting I should share with those of you on YouTube who aren't on Twitch. Back in CyberSec Labs. Good chat. I only used to do the challenges in HackTheBox, and I'm going to do machines thanks to this channel. Awesome. Glad I got you into the machines. And yeah, I need to do some of Overgrown Carrot's AD boxes on Vagrant. I need to still check those out. Would love to live stream those sometime. Okay, I think we got most of our things done. Let's go ahead, while our scans are running, let's just check out the website, shall we? Secret.HackTheBox. Dumb docs. Everything you need to get your software documentation online. Very interesting. So what I want to do is just grab a screenshot of this, just like this, just to drop into our notes. Good notes is always important. And we'll just say, at the web root, this is what it looks like. It's a website on documentation. Let's see what we can all do here. So we have dumb docs. We can type for such here. Subscribe to me. Okay. And it looks like it populates a search parameter up here. Can we do very basic cross-site scripting? Nope, that doesn't seem to do anything. Introduction. Oh, it is an API. Oh, we have some API documentation. I don't have Postman in this machine. Otherwise, we could pull this into Postman. And I doubt we need it for a HackTheBox machine, though. So it looks like this is documentation for an API. We have introduction, installation, install Node.js, which is what is running on port 3000, Mongo database. So it would be NoSQL, I believe. Create a new user using the API, login user, get the auth token, private route, frequently asked questions, develop your cool projects fast. Download. You can simply use our auth API to develop your project fast, and this will help you time. I think they mean help you save time and help you to make things more secure. This is everything to make your project secure. Okay. Let's see what we have to make our project secure. We have some random links out here. They don't actually go anywhere. It looks like just a static website in that way. These do go to things. That doesn't go anywhere. What's live demo? Does that do anything? So it's trying to query this API here. We could run something like Kite Runner at this to see if there's anything interesting on here. Okay, and actually I'm really new to API type pen testing, so this will be really good practice. So register user. Section intro goes here. Lorem ipsum dalo sit met something. Okay, let's glance at our scans real quick. Kind of ADD in that way. So if this is a real pen test, we would report these things, this anti-click jacking, but we're not going to treat this one like a real pen test like I did the one. But we have some version information. You would technically want to look if there's any vulnerabilities for Nginx 1.18. I just know there's not going to be anything cool for us. That's often what things are running. And you can see we've discovered a few directories. We have API, which we discovered on our own, assets, docs, and download. And download must be how we downloaded that zip folder. Let's open this up. Okay. So what is an index.js? Routes private, body parser, app use assets, downloads, view source, source views, import routes, connect to the database, app use, API type stuff. It listens on port 3000, which makes sense. We saw that it was listening on port 3000. Don't know if there's anything else here that would be really super interesting to us. .git, of course. If we found this and, we're looking for changes to .git, I doubt there's anything that's going to be interesting to us here. Since this is just like how to get the program up and running, we could always come back to this to see if there's any interesting messages. Oh, now we can view logs from the server. Maybe there is interesting commits here. So we could view this with, I'm trying to think of the syntax for checking Git stuff. Let's go ahead and go back and let's extract this and let's just drop it in home, HackTheBox, secret, extract. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Let's keep that in mind that we have, let's actually jot that down so that we don't forget. Okay. Jot that down so we don't forget about that. And let's go back to the API stuff. And I wonder if we can register a user. And here we have an example of Postman. We could try Postman. I guess it would be good practice. Let's go ahead and get Postman configured. Let's give that a shot. Maybe I have it on here. Hold up. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. Let's go download. Well, it's highlighted. Did I download it and just delete it or something? I don't know. This is a new VM that we're working on, so I just don't know what I all have put on here. We'll get this pulled up, and we'll try to fire these things off in Postman. And what we'll do is we'll actually use Postman, and then we will grab the files with Burp Suite, or not the files, the request with Burp Suite, just so we can do it a little bit closer. So if we go to downloads, there's Postman. I think syntax is tar xf. Is that correct? Maybe. Bueller. Oh, Derby's done already too? Okay. I'm going to grab that, drop it in Cherry Tree. Like that. Is that the actual app? Can I just launch it like this without... Will that work? Okay. Let's get Postman open up. I believe we can just sign in without making an account. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just go to the app. Working locally in Scratchpad. Switch to a workspace. Nope, I don't really care. What we do need to configure, though, would be our proxy settings, which I think are in File, Settings, Proxy, Add Custom Proxy. Port 8080 should work because I think that's the default for Burp. We'll just use the Burp browser for ease of use. Where's the save button? Isn't there? Oh, you can't see it. Okay, whatever. It's just an exit button. I think that works. Let's go ahead and open up Burp Suite and just test if we have this configured. We're going to use just Community Edition of Burp Suite. We won't cheat with Pro Edition. Let me pull Twitch back up. Cyber Insight Canada said, curious, have you ever hacked a box which had unpatched log4j? So the only time I did that is on Try Hack Me. They have a really cool series about recent vulnerabilities, and John Hammond himself, I believe, made the log4j room. So I just followed his tutorial on that specific room. I patched some stuff with log4j in my previous job, though, for what it's worth. Okay. Temporary project, that's fine. Start Burp. Drink of water. We'll try to take breaks as we work our way through this as well. And I guarantee you we're not going to finish this box tonight, but good practice for setting up things like Postman for API type stuff. Honestly, for me in particular, as this is all really new to me and I've been studying this in particular. So let's go ahead and turn on Intercept. And I just want to make a test GET request, and we'll just do like Google. I just want to see if I have the proxy set up properly. Could not send requests. Let's disable that. Okay, there we go. So now we can grab stuff from Postman, and then we can modify the request and see the responses here. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And now that we have that set up, can we download this documentation? Very simple. You can install Node.js, request user. Well, so if we just do something like this, what if we post it with nothing? Does it tell us what it needs? So if I go like that, obviously we don't need post, and we need to update this to secret.hackthebox. Secret.hackthebox like that. We'll change this over to post. You guys notice like some of the graphics are missing, it seems like. We send this to repeater. Page you are looking for is not found. So then if we grab this stuff right here, can we just drop that into Burp? Do we have to change the content type? I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay, nope, I'm not doing this right. Email already exists. Okay, we got something. So here would actually be a finding saying that email already exists. If we were doing a legit pen test for an API, we could say this is username enumeration, right? You want your application to return a generic error message. If the email already exists, we know that we have a valid user that we can target with other things. So we're going to create our own user, and we'll call our user HackSmarter. Our email will be hacksmarter@hacking.com, And we need to think of a super secure password. Let's think of one. Password 123. Capital P makes it secure. We have numbers on the end. Definitely a secure password. If we send that over, user hack smarter. Okay, so we made a user. At least I think we did. Now we want to, user day Sith. How do we get our authorization? Okay, login user. So to log in, we are going to make a request to here. We can do most of this in Burp Suite, to be honest. So if we copy that and jump back to our handy dandy Burp Suite, we could honestly just like change it this way. Like that. We already have our JSON down there. And what are we doing? So we are just giving our email. So we'll take out name, email, and password like that. Let's go ahead and send. All right. And we have what appears to me to be a JWT token. And we can check that. I mean, the EY in the beginning gives it away. JWT tokens are used for authorization. They're vulnerable to a few different vulnerabilities. But if we go to something like JWT.io, it's really just base 64 encoded is what it is, but it has 3 different parts. So you can see what is encoded in here is we have our ID, our name, Hack Smarter, our email, and our IAT, which is going to be the expiration date. And it looks like it expires January 17th, 2023. This is actually better than most companies that I've seen that has a legit good expiration date. So there's a few like none things we could do. It looks like we have an invalid signature. Well, isn't that interesting? We might be able to change our name to whoever we want and compromise other people's accounts. I don't really know for sure. Maybe we'll get to that. This is really interesting though. Lucifer Morningstar said, do you also do bug bounty? I do not do bug bounty. It's good training though. I just haven't done it personally. I'm super new to all this stuff. I am a pen tester, but like an associate junior newbie pen tester is what I am. I do not know what I'm talking about most of the time, but my goal is to learn, and you guys can watch my learning process as we go. So we have this authorization token, and we often have to pass that as a header, maybe as a bearer token or something along those lines. I'm going to drop over here, and we'll just say our authorization. We'll just call it JWT. So we have that right there. We can test that with JWT tools and some other stuff, and which we might, but I don't know if that's out of scope for something like this or not. Let's go back to our documentation here. Docs. Okay, login user. If success, you get auth token, which you did. We got an auth token, and you can actually see what they're doing. They did the same thing I just did. They pulled it up in JWT.io, and they're going to add it, I'd assume. Okay, just as an auth token. Auth token, JWT token got from login should be in header. And this private route admin users can see if they're admins, and normal users can see if they're normal. And if you're not authenticated, you will get an error. Might get the web flag for admins. You might get a web flag for admins? I don't think there was a web flag. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead. We can see if we can save this in Burps or in Postman rather. So if we go to, I think if we just, well, let's go ahead and send our request through here. Forward. There. That was the old request. Obviously, that one's not going to work. But if we change our authorization, we don't have a parent. I mean, technically, we should make a collection, but do it this getaway. I believe if we call this a bearer token, it holds sensitive data. Now, if I go to headers, 8 hidden authorization, but we don't want the header of bearer, I don't think. I think they just call it an auth token, right? Well, let's see what happens if we send a request now for this API priv. What if I go like that? Whoops, meant to pull that up. We'll mess around with it and repeat real quick to see if we can get it to work. The page you are looking for is not found. What if we change this to just auth token? Huh. What I'm doing wrong? In this private route, admin users can see if they're admins. Well, normal users can see if they're normal. And if you are not authorized, you get an error. Might get the web flag for admins. Auth token should be in header. So do they just want it literally like this? Well, we don't need that auth token, right? That's the auth token of the one root user, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the flags. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go to burp, actually. And so if I just change this quite literally to auth token, is that how they want it? Shoot, I don't get what I'm doing here. Auth token, space. If you're admin, you will get this. If you're a normal user, you'll get that. Show me your headers. Auth token. That's all they're doing is auth token. Okay. Well, let's try to do it in Postman. So the only thing they're doing, let's even just, okay, whatever. Send, forward, whatever. We have this header here. Let's take away our authorization. We'll just say no auth. Go over here and we'll just manually add it. Auth token. I think that's exactly how it looks on their end, right? Auth token, and then they just drop their JWT token in there. So auth token, and we'll drop our JWT token from Cherry Tree here. Control C. Okay, that seems to be exactly how they're doing it. Let's try this. Send a repeater just so we can watch it. What the heck? What am I missing? I'm doing exactly how they have in their stupid screenshot. I got my auth token there. Wouldn't it be like the connection, right? Connections keep alive, yeah. Auth token. Well, that's showing access is denied, but it's showing how they're doing it, which is exactly how I'm doing it. Silly. I feel like we need to get this working in order to complete this box. I just have no idea what I'm missing. I seem to be doing everything right. From my understanding, we have auth token. We saved it in the header. Clay Hack said try authorization bearer token. That is actually what I did initially, but we can try that again. We'll just uncheck that because if we go to authorization here, we can change it to bearer token. And this is what I did. You can actually see it here. Let me send this request through real quick. So if we go to our headers here, you can see we have authorization bearer, and we dropped our JWT right there. Let's go ahead and try to send this request. We'll send it to repeater just so we can see it quick. Page not found. Oh, are we missing something? Is it not post? Oh, it's Git. It's Git. I don't know if anyone else saw that. It's Git, my friends. We're doing a post request. We need to send a Git request. Details matter. So let's change that to Git, and let's actually take off our authorization. Well, see, I don't think this will work because they want it to be just an auth token. I'll show you guys what I mean. So if we forward this on, obviously it's not going to work. But now that we change it to Git, we might get a different error message, like not authorized. Okay, access denied. That's the message we want because our token here isn't correct, or it's not in the format they want it in, because how they want it is auth token like that. I bet that'll work now. There you go. You are a normal user, hack smarter. We figured it out. At least I figured it out. I'm going to pat myself on the back that it took me that long to figure out how this API works, because I didn't look close enough and was doing a post request instead of a GET request. But I caught it, right? And that's what matters. That is a win. Okay, you are a normal user, hack smarter. I'm curious, what if we pass? They give us this example of a JWT, which I think is for like their admin user. So if we paste this in here, yeah, it's the admin. They gave us the JWT for the admin. That seems like bad practice in your API documentation, one would think. Because if I take this admin user and I paste that in there, send, oh, invalid token. Oh, because it expired, of course. They have an expiration date. So I guess not that big of a deal. Send, you are a normal user, but what is their admin? So their admin is the admin, the root. If I copy all of this, well, okay. We got authorization. That's what matters. This is stop messing with that stuff. Now, let's look back at the doc. So we have an auth token. If you are the admin, you will get you are admin. This is only for admin. We have this API priv type stuff. If you are a normal user, it says you are normal user username. If you are not verified, the fact that you can create a valid just is dangerous. It means you know the secret key, so you can forge a token for the admin user. How the heck would I do that? Oh, valid JWT. Oh, gotcha. Oh, the fact that you can create a valid JWT is dangerous. It means you know the secret key, so you can forge a token for the admin user. I suppose I probably could, couldn't I? So if I paste this in here, you see it expired August 11th, 2021, but we can can I just update that with the end of ours? So if I copy this right here, oh, that's not updating that. Okay, different plan. Let me grab this and go here. So that's Hack Smarter. And there's 3 parts to a JWT. We have, of course, the header, the payload itself, and the signature. Now, can I encode? I'm trying to think of how I could update the name and email stuff. Oh, Amoeba says, no, you would need to crack the JWT secret. Sorry, I missed the part about where you got your JWT token. Oh, yeah, I had to authenticate to the app to get my JWT token. But I was thinking in their API documentation, they give us an example of a JWT, and it's actually the JWT for the admin user, but it's expired. So I can't just log in as them. But okay. There's only a few things we can do here, right? We got our auth token. In this private route, you can see if there's admins, and it's going based off your auth token. So if we could forge it, which let's check this. Let's check JWT tools real quick. Okay, nothing here. Do I have this installed? No. Okay, let's go download. Can I? Is it that? Okay, we have to get it from GitHub. JWT tools. JWT tool, here it is. Oh, Meman says, I have a script for you. 1 second. Perfect. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and just get this on our machine. So if we go here, we'll just go to HackTheBox, and what are we, secret? Like that. Is it just running the Python setup, I take it? Ooh, okay, we have to install these. Defaulting to user installation because normal site package is not right. Oh, shoot. Let's just stop this. My keyboard, like, if I hold the button down, keeps moving. Let's try that. I think that'll work a little better. On first run, the tool will generate config files, some utility files, log file, and a set of public and private keys in various formats. Okay. So if we do Python 3, JWT tool. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Now we can just pass it our authorization token. And this is, you can decode it this way as well if my memory serves me correct. Okay, that obviously did not copy it. Let's go back to cherry tree and let's try to copy that again. There we go. Now there's a few things that we can test on here. I'm actually going to pull up my notes. I'm going to pull them on my other screen. My API hacking notes that I put together based on Corey Ball, his course in API hacking, which is excellent. There's a few things that we can check with API tokens. Scrolling up on my notes, the first thing that we can do is a playbook scan. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. So if we do JWT tool like that, we're going to do secret.hackthebox/API. We need one that we authenticate to. We could use that user one. API/priv. Like that. RH. Now we're going to pass in our auth token is the header they use. Pass in our auth token there. -M, capital M, playbook. Let's see if that works. Oh, shoot. All right. We'll go back to the beginning. We need to do the Python 3 JWT tool. And what time is it? How long have I been streaming? Let me pull up Twitch real quick. It is 51 minutes. We'll take a short break in just a little bit. And Amin said, I sent you a script on Discord. Sweet, we'll check that out. See what leaked stuff he's sending us. Probably malware. Probably a keylogger, I'm guessing. What do you mean? Can't open file? Oh, I didn't add .py. Gosh, I'm dumb. Python 3 JWT tool.py. All right, and then we will paste the rest of this stuff in. Okay. All right. While that does its thing, let's check out a Mute script. On my other screen, expand. Let's see. Can I see the whole thing, whole file? I'll show it to you guys as well, and we'll walk our way through it. I'm going to download it. This could harm your device. I bet it could. I'll put Notepad and I'll pull it over to our Kali machine. CD HackTheBox, CD secret, and we'll call this. What did he call it? What did Meatman call it? He called it JWT cat. Okay, Pluma JWT cat.py. All right. Let's see what this is doing. Let's see how he's attempting to steal my information. That's a weird name for Amoeba Man. We're importing some cool stuff. We're formatting it. Parse and validate its user's command line. JSON web token. Oh, it's a brute forcer. Okay. So we're adding our token, our JSON web token. We can add -v for verbose. UTF encoding. We have a word list containing the passwords. What word list do you recommend, Amoeba Man? Check if word can decrypt token, payload. So we're just seeing if we can brute force the secret of the JWT token, because if we're able to brute force a secret of the JWT token, we can forge our token as any user. We can authenticate as an admin user if I'm tracking this script properly. Oh, let's save this. This looks like it's not doing much of anything, but we'll save it. Let's check out this script. It says JWT cracking is slow, so something smaller than RockU. He said, I did not say I wrote the script, just one I used to crack secrets using a password list. Yeah, I gotcha. Have you downloaded the source code from dump docs? I did download it. I haven't looked at that closely. Try just a mini password list containing things like secret or password for the app name. You know, we could do like cool and secret.hackthebox. And what this is doing is going to generate a very simple password list based on the website, right? Everything that's on the website. You could also see if the source code contains a default secret. The secret could be in the source. Oh, you guys are all smart. You're smarter than me. Okay. Well, let's do that. So, local web. Where do you think that would be? I didn't see it here when I was glancing at it. It's just Mongoose. Oh my goodness. Okay, these are just Node modules. These are just come with Node.js, I believe. So I don't think it would be in here. If you guys think it would be, tell me. But I don't think so. I don't think it'd be here either. Yeah, there is a .git. It might be here. Okay, I need to Google again how to do git. So let's do hack tricks. Maybe they have it in their commit or something. Like maybe it was there and then they removed it. But we can see the history or their information of it. If .git directory is found in a web application, you can download all the content using W. Okay, we have it. Then you can see the changes made by using git diff. I just type that. Oh, it isn't a work tree, you scrub. Okay, well that didn't do anything. The tools get money. Get tools can be used to retrieve the content of a Git directory. Can be used to search CVEs, search for sensitive data. Yeah, I do have Git installed. So Clay Hack said git log one line. Oh, git log, if I knew how to type. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And then we can dig into those. We're at the 1 hour mark, guys. Let's take a 5-minute break and then we will see if we can get some stuff quite literally when we are back. We will analyze each one of these. I have a feeling this might be it right here. This might be a hint at what we're going to look at, but I'm going to hold you guys in suspense. Let's take a 5-minute break. I'll be back in 5 minutes. And we are, show my face right away. We are back for some more hacking. We have to have this removed environment for security reasons. So let's check that out. We'll do git show, grab that. Oh, look at that. So we have DB Connect token secret. Okay. I want to grab a screenshot of this. And specifically, here's what I think is most interesting to us. Control C that beast. And we'll drop it in here. Like that. And we'll also just grab this actual secret here. So I need to figure out, I've never actually abused a secret like this. But we have this database connect, auth web, and then we have our token secret. And Amoeba said, yeah, we would not be brute forcing that. And I believe we can just add this as like the signature. Or there's a spot. Yeah, there's a spot in JWT.io. You're right. So let's do that. JWT.io like that. And, do we just put our secret there, I think. Okay. So let's copy that. Like that, right? And then if we take our, signature verified, beautiful. Now, if we take our JWT, we can edit our JWT to be whoever we want it to be, I think. Right? Oh, we don't want our signature. Well, okay. So to edit the actual stuff here, we need to base 64 encode our stuff. Can I just do like JWT encoder? I know it's built into Burp, but I think it's only Burp Pro. We need to modify the payload section. It would create the valid signature for you. Okay, JWT encoder. It's just base 64 encoded, isn't it? So like here's the payload. Oh, you can change the fields directly? Oh, sweet. What was the admin user's name again? I don't remember it. If we go, like we could become that actual admin. This guy. Right? That's his name. So if we copy his name, go over here. I'm admin. I'm the admin now. And now if we take this token, I might have to modify the name, I'm not sure. And go back to here. And if we pass the token here, what does this do? Invalid token. Okay, I did it wrong. I just need to get the actual guy's full name. So let's see what his token looked like. The admin. So in theory, this would work, right? We know the account exists. Modify IAT. Oh, sure. Sure. If I had like a 3 here. I don't know what these do. 9. Gee, I don't even know what time that is. I don't know what I'm doing. Invalidate. There, 2286. Okay. It's not expired anymore. Don't think that's the proper way to do that. Invalid token. Let's see if it works for us. So if we change it back to Hack Smarter, and what was it? Hack Smarter at hacker.com. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't, I just need to fix my weird expiration time. Oh yeah, invalid token. So I think the issue, yeah, is the IAT. So if I grab mine, if I grab my token again, this IAT should be correct. It should still be valid right now, I would think. So if I change this to like a 3, does that do anything to the time? A man said you could just re-auth to get a new token from the server and then make changes from there. He said, why aren't you rich when you have hacking skills? Dude, I barely have hacking skills. That's why. I wouldn't call what I have hacking skills. More like I'm good at dealing with frustration at times. You could just re-auth to get a new token from the server. Also, something is wrong if you paste your legit token and it says invalid signature. Yeah, it did that from the beginning though. So watch. Let's go ahead and grab this. 1 second, guys. I'm going to do some moderator stuff real quick. All right, there we go. I don't want little troll kid telling me to go hack a bank account. Let me go back to regular view. Hold up. Okay. I'm on Twitch right now, guys. Being a moderator. Let me get it back to normal view, and then I'll dive back into things. Okay. Back in the chat, you need to repaste the secret. Oh, yeah, I do. Which machine is this? This is the secret machine, and Lucifer said you have OSCP, you're a hacker. I don't know, dude. OSCP was actually a lot easier than most of the machines on HackTheBox, to be honest with you. I didn't find the OSCP overly difficult. It was more the mental and time management part of it. I'm just curious if this one, without doing anything to it, is this one still valid? So if we go back to Burp and drop our auth token in here. Okay, yeah, so this token is still valid. We can see you are a normal user, hack smarter, blah, blah, blah. So this token right here, even though it says invalid signature, is valid. It works for some reason. Our IAT has not changed. If I just mess it up a little bit, what happens here? Just to experiment with this JWT token a little bit. Invalid token. Okay. So if we mess that up, we get invalid token. If we fix it, go back to Burp, drop it in here, send. Oh, invalid token again. Repaste secret before you change it. We need to verify that secret actually is valid for the signature. I see. Okay. Let's do that. So if we go grab our secret right here, Control C. Signature verified. Control C here. Yeah, it says it seems to be working. Send. Okay, you are no more user. Okay, it works. So now we should just be able to update this information to the admin, right? Maybe I did something wrong the first time. The admin, and then his email was this. And remember when we tried to create an account initially, it said this email exists. So we know that that is a valid email for this. Oh, Get the right tab open. Which one was it? This one. In my mind, this works, or it should work. We got it. We have impersonated the admin user. Awesome. Role admin, username the admin, and welcome back admin. Very cool. Okay, we did something. Now we need to think. Let me go back to this. Let's look at the documentation again. Could I create anything? Could I upload anything? In this private route, admin users can see if they're admins, normal users. Okay, if you're the admin, you will get. This is only for admin if you're a normal user. Well, we've elevated our privileges. I'm going to call that a win so far. That was cool. But I don't think there's too much more we can do with this API. We could fuzz to see if there's any other API endpoints. Would be a possibility. API user. I doubt the API is like connected to, well, for the admin you will get API priv. This private route, admin users can see if they're admins and normal users can see if they're normal. Role the admin. Welcome back, admin. So we forged a JWT. We found the signature and get comments, which is really cool. How the heck do we go from here? This website was just documentation. This is the API endpoint right here. Does it look like anything in the browser? So if I go to like secret, okay, it's just that. Just the same thing. Admin route. So do we need a fuzz, do you think, for like different API endpoints that maybe isn't in the documentation possibly? Oh, nothing works there. If we go back to just this. So we have this admin route. If you're the admin, you will get this. Mimian said maybe check the other git commits. Good call. Let's look at those. So if we do git show, let's just check all of these. Let's check our first commit. Mongoose. This is just that config file, I think. API user auth route, API private route, web root, console log, server up and running. No, not want. Interesting. I'll make sure I don't miss anything in here, but alrighty, me man. Thanks for hanging out, man. Have a good whatever day it is. Wednesday for you, I think. What is it? 10:45 my time. We'll keep at this a little bit. Here's the info. Jake JavaScript build tool. Try to load a local. Okay, whatever. What was it? Git log one line. Git show. Can we do something with this downloads? Diff-get, use express. So you have assets, source, download, source views, view engine. If we look at this, we have docs, assets, API. I don't know if any of this is real interesting to us. What if we go to like, oh, 404 not found. If you are the admin, you will get this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, git show. Check this out. Here's his email, desithsv@gmail.com. Git show, what's this? Brings us to a YouTube link. Do I dare see what's on here? It's just like a Rickroll. Yep, it is a Rickroll. I freaking called that. Oh, man. Well, I figured it was a Rickroll. I don't think it truly Rickrolled me because I said, is this a Rickroll? So I don't think that counts. Download source code. Download files.zip. Clayhack said, I'm going to boot the box. Maybe I can try to catch up. I'm sure you can, dude. I'm obviously not very fast at API pen testing. So I don't think you have any issues catching up. I'm kind of stuck here, but I'm not going to look at a walkthrough yet. I won't look at one tonight. I'll let myself be stuck for a night. Something I wanted to check. So if I send this request as the admin, seems to be going through. I want to know what's hosted there. Ask ChatGPT. I could. I just don't know how to ask him that. I don't know how to phrase my question. Like, bruh, I got admin access to an API. How do I get a reverse shell? I don't think he'd be very helpful. He'd be like, we don't help with hacking. And this is what I mean, guys. Like, this is rated easy. This is an easy box. Like, this is not a freaking easy box. It's crazy to me how, like, I like the machines on HackTheBox, but when they say easy, I don't know what they're talking about. Just seeing what we have for assets here. Nothing that seems too interesting to me. Well, we've looked at almost all of them, haven't we? Yep. Although now we can view logs from the server. That's interesting. Ooh, what's this stuff? Ooh, if description flag will be here. Oh, well, we apparently don't have a flag on HackTheBox. I don't think. If name equals the admin, which our name does. Yeah, they commented these lines out, it looks like. So this must have been like a box that originally for just API pen testing, and the first flag was after we elevated our rights to admin. and then they changed it to this. So we kind of got a flag. But look at this. What is this logs? Ooh. What is this? Okay. We got something here. Killed false code. Get log one line undefined. If name equals admin. Get logs error output. There has to be something with this. Here, where's ChatGPT? Greetings. Whoops. Greetings, almighty robot. How can you assist me today? We're going to go like this. Go to, where's ChatGPT go? Can you please explain this script as if I was 5 years old? Checks if the person visiting the website is a special username, the admin. If they are, it shows them special information like the role in a welcome message. If they are not the admin, it shows them a message saying they are a normal user and what their name is. It also has some other parts that allow the admin to see special login information, but only if they are the special user. Okay, we got that much. Interesting. I use router.get to get a web shell on a web server. Oh my, it's not illegal, homie. I'm doing HackTheBox. Oh my goodness. Dude, it's HackTheBox. I am familiar with the laws. Look, ChatGPT taking the moral high ground won't help me. Okay, router gives a method used to handle GET requests, and the Express.js framework is typically used. Okay. Router.get by Express.js. Ooh. If you are using Express.js with handlebars, this template engine invoked, blah, blah, blah. Local file read and potentially remote code execution. Challenge solution. I'm not tracking. I can't imagine this would be the way to do it. I'm stuck, y'all. I don't know the step forward. I feel like it has to be something with this. Ooh. Script using external command execution with execute function. It's using execute. I didn't see that. Where is it using that at? Am I blind? So what if I go, I'm curious. I was hoping I could send a command there. Because we have this command. It's trying to command this get log one line undefined. I don't think it works this way. Didn't think that would work. If we get this back up here, send. I'm not getting anything. Well, guys, I might call it a night. I'm gonna have to come back at this. I'm gonna have to sleep on this and think about it for a little bit. Why isn't this working now? This? It's broken. So it's passing this get log one line, which was if name, blah, 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 router use function. Wait, no, I'm not seeing it. You can view logs from the file now. Router get verify token if name equals that. Your admin flag will be here. Of course, that's removed. Probably just for HackTheBox. So we got a flag kind of on our own. Router get priv verify token. Router get logs verify token. Require query file. Const user info name rec user. Okay, if name equals the admin, const get logs, get log one line file. It's looking for a file parameter. How do I pass it a file parameter? I don't know why this isn't working anymore. Because it's undefined. Well, if this would work, that would be really helpful. Was that still from Postman? Just stop. That's the freaking admin thing. What do you mean access denied? Did my token expire? Yeah, I bet it did. All right, I'm calling it a night, y'all. We have what I think we're missing is figuring out how to pass a file parameter to this. Still don't know how we would. Gosh, I don't know. We have to abuse that somehow. I'm just not sure how. But oh well. Guys, thank you for hanging out for the past hour and 30 minutes. Hopefully you learned something. I know I did. I think our wins are we got Postman configured. We were able to interrupt stuff with Burp Suite, with Postman, modify requests that way. We were able, oh, look, it finally went through. We were able to take a JWT token, find the signature through it in a .git repository, and then forge our own signature, and we became the admin user on the API, which it looks like it was originally coded to give us a flag at that time, but I think to get the user flag, we need to get remote code execution on it, and I think we have to somehow abuse that router.get functionality to get remote code execution. I'm just not sure how, so I'm going to sleep on this. I'm going to think through it, but hopefully you learn, guys. Have an awesome night, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.